joining us again today on Fly Tampa Fly. We exist to inspire and grow the aviation small business community in the Greater Tampa Bay area. And if you know of a startup with an aviation-centric focus, please connect us. We would love to interview them in the future and share their story with our fast-growing community. So just to entertain you, this is my second run on this video. I started it and somehow I clicked off the mic and I was talking for 20 minutes with no sound, so we had to redo it. So good times. It happens. All right, as always, like and subscribe, hit the bell. You want to stay up with the latest and greatest, or if you just want to be part of our fast-growing community, that's one way to do it, is through our social media. Starting again. The FAA has issued Florida TFR, temporary flight restriction guidance ahead of the president taking office in early January. Every time the president goes somewhere, they restrict the airspace, and with this president, they've done it in the past. So the similar guidance, there's no real new guidance. So if you're from the Palm Beach area, just remember to always check the NOTAMs. You should check the NOTAMs anyway, whether you're flying somewhere over the TFR or not. But just know that you're going to have a lot of unexpected temporary flight restrictions in the Palm Beach area with our current president, because he has his residence in that Mar-a-Lago area. Just be advised. Respond accordingly. All right, our favorite folks at TSA. So I put this on here for those of you who are looking to get into the Part 135 charter operations. TSA is looking to create stricter security for charter operations. Right now, a lot of times you can just show up at a charter operation, and I'm sure they have some minimal security, but they have revised what they call their 12.5 standard security program to require carriers such as public charter operators to implement an agency-approved screening protocol. So they're going to have to do a modified version of what you see in a regular airport. That's what it sounds like. And this is for Part 135 certificated carriers offering public charter flights using aircraft weighing more than 12,500 pounds up to 100,000 pounds. So the bigger aircraft, it looks like. This also applies to scheduled commuter operations under Part 135. Actually, that's wrong. I forget that. Anyway, if you're looking to get into the Part 135 world, just know as you bring on bigger aircraft, 12,500 pounds or more, this is what you're going to have to contend with is increased security protocols that will have to be approved by the Transportation Security Administration, TSA. So keep that in mind in your planning. Plan accordingly. I started this slide, Florida Airport user fees, and we'll probably see this list grow over the coming year. But I put KISM because KISM effective February 1st, 2025, they will start charging you, and they do this by using the ADSB function to charge you. You can land once, you can do one touch and go and leave, or land once, and that landing fee will be waived. But other than that, if you're doing multiple touch and goes there, they're going to start charging you. They'll send you a bill, or the owner of the aircraft a bill, and probably the owner is going to say, hey, you need to pay this. So just be advised. Another field that's charging user fees for general aviation aircraft is Page Field down in Fort Myers. So those of you instructors who are down in that part of South Central Florida, that use that field to practice, just be advised you're gonna pay up to a $50 monthly, what they call it a multi-landing fee, and it's just something to be advised. So I'm gonna start putting this in here and keeping this in here as an ongoing list, and hopefully it doesn't grow, but if it does, you'll have just another resource to access the information of who's going to be charging user fees. And I'm not going to say avoid them, but flying's already expensive enough. If you can find some place that's a little more, has no user fee, and is close enough to where you got to go, then that could be an option. Those of you who are looking to get into sustainable aviation fuels, this company is Lydian or Lydian. I'm not sure how to pronounce them. They are working on a solution to make aviation fuel out of excess CO2 and electricity. They are not the only ones. They're part of a handful of startups that have been racing to develop a cheap, efficient way to use electricity to transform CO2 into an energy-dense hydrocarbon that can be slipped into an aircraft's fuel tanks without anyone noticing the distance. So it's an alternative fuel is essentially what they're doing, sustainable. And it's apparently supposed to be better for the environment. And if you're looking to get into that world, this is one of your competitors. And they're not the only ones. These guys have created a prototype that can produce up to 25 gallons per day, but they're looking to be online by 2020, I think it's 2027, to have their first commercial scale demonstration plant operational by 2027 with a full scale commercial plant deployment in 2030, capable of 20 million gallons per year. So if you're looking to get into sustainable aviation field, that's where your heart is, maybe your training is. If you're looking either for a job or to create a company, this is definitely something for you to consider, a route within the world of aviation for you to consider, and see where it goes. Give it a shot. All right, you guys know I'm big into aviation simulation. I found this story pretty fascinating. 1G Simulation launches what they call their Tarbes 8 flight simulator, and what I like is that this company has kind of niched down in their simulation offering. They're specifically targeting people, owners and operators of the TBM 850 turboprop aircraft. The Tarbes 8 is equipped with a model-specific flight deck that features full-scale TBM 850 flight controls, and it closely replicates the real-world aircraft. It's going to be an AATD, an advanced aircraft training device. So owners and operators of the TBM 850 now have a solution that will allow them to maintain their proficiency in currency at a decreased price point. I mean, I'm sure it's going to cost a pretty penny. It's not going to be cheap training, but it's going to be cheaper than operating an actual aircraft. And the beauty of this kind of training, of course, is that you can train more severe situations and real emergencies, well, not real emergencies, but more emergencies that you couldn't do in the real aircraft. And you can actually shut the engine off and shut things off and fire digital fire extinguishers. Just, you can really practice working your emergency procedures in simulators. I'm a huge fan of flight simulation. Another eVTOLs, those of you have heard me talk about vertical takeoff and landing, the electric vertical takeoff and landing. They're coming. They're somewhat here. They're suffering setbacks, and we'll get to that slide in a second. But flight simulator games are a great way. I already use flight simulator games. I use X-Plane. I use Microsoft Flight Simulator to get my students' heads in the game wherever I can, and we do it at minimal cost to them. It's not perfect. It doesn't give you the sensations yet, but those haptics are going to come in the future. And if you're going to provide a flight training solution, definitely practice. That's my phone. Okay. I'll get back to them in a minute. Definitely use the flight simulation to get people's heads in the game. Let's see here. That is loud. I should have turned that off. All right, we're going to go to the next slide. We'll keep the phone, we'll let the phone ring. There we go. All right, vertical takeoff and landing stocks, my friends Lydian, they're still dead in the water. Apparently they have a private company that is buying them out. And I don't know why they're still listed on Yahoo, but it's probably because the sale hasn't been completed yet. And not sure if that company is going to take them public again or what, but stay tuned. I am still a fan of Lydian's technology. I'm hoping that they come back, and I'm hoping I can be on that train when they do come back. So we'll see. Stay tuned for more from Lydian. Aviation events. We put this up. I highlight the Florida events. There's a National Business Aviation Association event on February 26th. There's February 11th. There's a future opportunities for seaplanes and amphibious aviation in Miami. If you're looking to get into the world of aviation, any industry, you need a network, and these kind of industry events are a great place for you to do that. So I highly encourage you to consider going to one or all of these events as you can afford, because all of these events do cost. But it can be money well spent. Consider it an investment in where you're trying to get to and in the world of aviation. As always, scholarship opportunities at FAA.gov. I won't belabor the point, but you can go to FAA.gov and literally put in scholarship opportunities, and they have a list of scholarships, people that they've put on their website. Here's some scholarship opportunities. This is my own personal list that I put in. Some of these are on the FAA.gov website as well. Some of them might not be. I just put it there to give you another option of where to find scholarships. If you're looking to get into the world of aviation or looking to be a pilot, they have scholarships for people who aren't looking to be pilots too, by the way. So just keep that in mind. I like to say, where there's a will, you will find a way. And the opportunities are there. You just all they can do is say no. So I highly encourage you to apply. AOPA, they have their scholarship is coming due February 7th. So if you're looking into that scholarship, definitely get your application in. And the Experimental Aircraft Association, I think that's what EAA stands for. They also have a scholarship coming due towards the end. You got a few more weeks towards the end of February there. But once again, if you have the will, you will find a way to get a scholarship. So there you go. That is our show for today. We, as always, would like to thank our sponsors. I want to say a special thank you to our friends at Jetline. They allowed me to use this room. I got my simulator working. The second time of filming is a charm. The last time I was filming, we had some autopilot issues, but we got it sorted out. Back to Jetline. Anyway, they let me use this room, and I'm very thankful. They provide flight simulation technologies. Their purpose-built systems run flight simulation systems in just about any kind of environment, from the desktop PC servers to running large-scale simulators. Each of their systems are hand-built, stability-tested, benchmarked, and optimized to maximize performance and stability with the flight simulator software of your choice. They are also the North American distributors of virtual flight controls and products and virtual flight simulation systems. They do a lot of business to business, a lot of business to government, and they're very busy, but they give really quality. They do really quality simulators, and that's the reason they're so busy. So if you're looking to get into the world of simulation and you have questions for them, they can talk to you about their experiences in the world of flight simulation. And if you get your personal computer flight simulation issue problem, they will answer your questions about those as well. They're very helpful, They love aviation, and that's why they're in the flight simulation world. We also want to thank our friends at MindMind PC. They are a cybersecurity outsourcing solution for solopreneurs and small businesses. Their 24-hour, 7 days a week availability gives you, the business owner, peace of mind, so you can focus on what you do best, and that is whatever your business is. If you're not a cybersecurity IT person and you don't want to worry about that, you want to focus on whatever it is you do, give my friends at MindMyPC a call and let them handle that function. Outsource that function. If you want to scale to a bigger, more sustainable business, eventually you're going to have to work with a team. Let my friends at MindMyPC help you. All right, and then finally, if you're in the Greater Tampa Bay area and you're looking to take flight lessons, we here at Skyway Bound Aviation Services, whether it's with us or whether it's with another school, we want to help you. All we want to do is get you into the world of aviation. That's how much we love aviation. But we definitely love for you to take flight lessons with us. But like I said, send us your questions via social media or email us, and we'll see how we can help you, if we can get you going in the right direction. Whether it's with us or another school in the Greater Tampa Bay area, we want to see you in the world of aviation. All right, that is our show today. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. We invite you, as always, to follow us on one of our social media platforms, subscribe via YouTube so you can stay up to date with our latest and greatest video content, and we will get better and more exciting. Eventually, we're going to bring back the interview format. This is a lot of work, but this is very important. Those of you who are looking to start a small business, definitely continue to, even if it's something small, work on building your basic business processes, and eventually, I can outsource this process that I have here, and it's going to get better in time as I can find the team find and afford the team to help take it to the next level. But right now I've got the process going. So I want to encourage you to do something similar. It doesn't have to be this much. You can just use your phone and do quick little video shorts on Facebook or YouTube, Instagram. You can do short 30-second clips every day, sharing 30-second clips of whatever your expertise is, and it's a great way for you to start establishing yourself as a subject matter expert. So something to consider. Once again, we hope you enjoyed the episode today. I will always encourage you guys, if you have a dream, if you can only do your dream part-time, still do it. Still do it. You will not regret at least trying. If you have to, some of you have responsibilities. You have to maintain a full job, and that's okay. Just do the best you can. At the end of the day, just do what you can, but try. I highly encourage you to please try to find a way to live whatever your dream is, and in your pursuit of your American happiness, or happiness in general if you're not in America. So with that is it for the month of February. We'll be back in March. Get out there and keep trying, my friends. Do not quit, do not quit, do not quit. The sky is the limit. I believe in you. We'll see you soon.